Hello everyone, welcome to Mobitech. We are starting a brand new series on how to develop car applications for Android Auto and Android Automotive OS. So, Android Auto provides a driver optimized app experience for users who have an Android phone with Android Auto app and a compatible car or aftermarket stereo system. Users can use your phone directly on their car's display by connecting their phone. So what does this mean? So first thing first is user's phone should be running at least Android 9 API level 28. From that API only Android Auto is supporting. So Android Auto is a separate application which is installed on the user's phone through which the user can see their apps which are there in the Android phone on their car screen. For example, the Maps application is built in the Android phone installed that can be displayed on the car's screen, and this can be seen when the phone is connected to the car through USB. So now let's say what is Android Automotive OS. So Android Automotive OS is an Android based infotainment system that is built into the vehicle. What does that mean is this is an infotainment system that is already built in the car itself. So there is a fundamental difference in Android Auto and Android Automotive OS. Android Auto is a software which helps to display the phone apps on the car, whereas the Android Automotive OS is an Android based OS which is installed in the vehicle itself. So on Android Auto, user installs the application on the actual phone. On Android Automotive OS, user installs the application directly in the vehicle's hardware. These are the application categories for which we can build the apps for car. So we will not go into deeper into this. We will cover every category in later parts of this series. So here we can see how to build the templated apps for the cars. So for this series we will be using we will be using Android for car apps library, which is a part of Jetpack libraries. So through this library it gives us a complete set of APIs which will work on both Android Auto and Android Automotive OS. That means with this a single you can build a single app that can be run on Android Auto and Android Automotive OS. These are the key terms that are used: models and templates. So templates are, you can just say, it is a skeleton UI, and the UI cannot be changed, predefined UI that cannot be changed, but you can just assign the data to it, which they are calling as a model. Host is the backend component that implements the functionality offered by libraries API so your app can run in the car. So in case of Android Auto itself is a host, so it transforms the templates to be displayed on the car system, and on Android Automotive OS the host is installed as a system app only. So for both of them they don't run directly on Android Auto, and the app does not run directly. It has to be driven through the host app only. Templates and restriction, this is a bigger part, we'll cover it in the later section. So in order to build any car application, there has to be a car service build. And whenever you connect your whenever you launch your app, a session has to be built and a screen. So screen is nothing but a one, you can simply consider that as a one page having a template. So before going through Android Studio, or we'll directly jump into the Android Studio and start coding now, rather than deep diving into the documentation. So I have already created this skeleton app and we are calling it as a Mobitect car app. So first thing first, we will add the dependencies required for Android Auto and Android Automotive OS libraries. So let's go to this versions file and we can see I have already added the version number. So 1.7.0 is the latest version number for those Android Auto and Android Automotive OS APIs. And then add these entries in the libraries section. So Android X car app, group name and version reference. Similarly, we have added for Android Automotive. This we will come back when we support for Android Automotive OS. So then add this. Then we have already created the app, the module, common module. So the use of this common module is we will place the common code which is common for Android Auto and Android Automotive OS. So we will add these dependencies for Android Auto. I have already added this dependency in KTS file of the common module. So this module is nothing but a library module and we have created it like new module, and you need to go Android library, give it a name. So I have given as a common and a package name. So we got the dependencies added. You may need to sync your project once you add the dependencies. Then Android, to run the app on Android Auto, you have to configure your manifest file by adding few of the tags. So we will see what are those. So you need to add the service tag. It should have the intent filter with action and category. Action is like it is saying it is a car app service, so that system identifies it as a car app service. And category is nothing but the category of your car application. So right now, for now, just for putting, I have put POI, point of interest. We will not discuss this as of now. It will be covered in latter part of the series. And you need to add this metadata. This is for what minimum API, car API level you are supporting. We are going with 1. This is similar to the mean API level on the mobile app. So we have and purposefully we have kept this name as empty. We'll fill this in when we create the service. This is done. Then let's go here in the app section. Also, you need to create this one more XML file in XML, and you name it automotive app description. The name can be anything, but I am just following what Android says. And add this task, automotive app, and if you see, it uses template. So this indicates that this app is a template based app. So now go to the app module once, and in manifest add this entry as a metadata. Before adding that, you must have the common module dependency added here. otherwise it will give you error. So we have added common module dependency so that we can access all the things in the common module. So for now we are just accessing that metadata from here. So now configuration wise we are all ready. Let's go and create service, session and one screen, and this will be just a hello world screen. So let's add these classes here in common, new class, and we'll first create the service. The service should be extends from car app service from the car application. Implement these methods. So this uh, create host validator, it gives you like how many hosts are supported. uh, we will for now, for debugging purpose or demo purpose, we will allow everything. It needs one more method on session created. On create session. So for now we will keep it as a super implementation. uh, so let's go. Now we have the service created, so let's go here, add this service here. Okay, now we need to create a session. For now don't think too much about this session service and all. We'll have one more tutorial where we'll deep dive into this session, how those things work. The purpose of this first video is just to show the configurations of the Android Auto, how you can structurize your app so that the single app should work on both Android Auto and Android Automotive OS. So let's create the session class. So we name it as car app session. Okay. So there are many session classes available, but make sure you pick the right one from the car app. Okay. So implement this car apps method. So whenever the session gets created, system calls this on create screen, and you need to pass the screen here, and this will be your first screen to be shown. Okay, for now it is to do, we will create the screen now. I name it as hello screen. Okay, so it should be, and this needs car context. So pass the car context here, implement the methods. So pass this in session, return this newly created screen, and car context. So car context is, if you see, directly available in the session class. So now let's design our template. So each template follows builder pattern to create the template. So for the purpose of this screen is just to display the hello world message. So we will use message template. So message template is nothing but used to display simple messages. So return message template dot, each template has its builder class. Okay, and we pass the message here, hello world from car. Okay, and build. So it builds the template, and this template is written to the system, and through Android Auto app it gets converted and displayed on the car screen. So I think we have everything ready now. So how do we test it? So we don't have an actual car, right? So Android provides a mechanism to test this on actual car screen, and that is a special, you can say it as a car emulator. So that is called as desktop head unit. In the SDK manager, in SDK tools, you need to install these things. So if you see here, Android Auto desktop head unit and Android Auto simulator, and these are located in here on the actual path. So if you go here in your SDK, there is an extras folder in Google Auto. Desktop head unit is located here. So before you connect your car, I mean the desktop head unit to the mobile, you need to do few things. So I have connected one physical device here. Thing first, you need to enable the developer mode in the Android Auto app. So go into the settings, search for Android Auto. Okay, in here the developer mode is not yet enabled. So how can it be enabled? So click on version, press few times, click here few times, and it should show some dialog to you. So now allow development setting, you say okay. Okay, so if you see, developer settings are enabled. From here, first you need to start the head unit server. Okay, create a new terminal on that Android Auto location and first run this command. This is used for USB tunneling. Okay, once it is done, then first thing, before launching the DHU, we will run the application. Okay, select the app, run the application. The application is building now. It's launching on the device now. So it's installed and it is launching. So there you go, it just prints the hello world, and this is a mobile app. So now we will launch our desktop head unit. One second. So it's waiting for phone, and now this desktop head unit is getting connected to my physical phone. So you can consider this as a car screen. So and you see Mobitect app is already shown here. Before we run the app, we need to implement this. So this step we have forgot actually. Car app session. Now run the app. The application is running now, and on desktop head unit you can launch it. So hello world from car. So this is how the Android Auto stuff works. Now with the similar project we will try to give the support for Android Automotive OS. So I have already created the Android Automotive device. So if you go here in edit section, we can see this Android Automotive device. So first thing is regarding the okay, we need to create this automotive module. So how this has created is, you just go here in a module and you need to select this car. So application name you can give anything, but it's better to keep the same name here. Module name we have given as automotive. Package name it will pick depending on your project. And you see minimum SDK is 29. So Android Automotive is only supported from API level 29 and above. Okay, so this module I have already created in KTS file similar to Android Auto. Add these dependencies for common, so that we can access the common files, and the dependency for Android Automotive which is already added in the version file. Similar to the Android Auto, we also need to configure few things for Android Automotive OS also. So you need to add this uses feature. So tells this tells that this is an automotive app. Basically this entry is used for the filter on the Play Store. So only apps which has these entries that can be submitted for automotive. This is again one more thing is template host. So it indicates that we need an host app to run this on the automotive system. Similar to Android Auto, we have added this metadata for our Android Automotive app description, which indicates this is a template based app. Now we need to again add one activity here, and if you see, this is not a custom activity, it is directly picked from the car app. It is directly picked from the library for automotive, and it should be a single task, so that every time only one activity is present. So these are the configurations, and it will use the same thing from the common module. So let's try to run this app on, and before running we need to switch to automotive. Close the other thing, pick this one and run this. So you see this hello world from car. So the same code works on Android Auto as well as Android Automotive OS, and this app is listed here. So this is how you can give the support with single app from the car apps library for Android Auto and Android Automotive OS. Subscribe and like the video.